Hi and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at this Shure MV51 USB microphone. Now, a quick disclosure, I was contacted by Shure to review this microphone, so it has been sent to me free of charge to try it out. However, everything I say here is my own opinion of this microphone. I have reviewed a whole bunch of USB mics, so if you want to compare the MV51 to direct competitors such as the Blue Yeti, the Rode NT USB, etc., then follow the link which I have just posted there, or in the description below. You can hear full res recordings of all the mics I've tested and see all my other video reviews. You may also want to check out my recent video where I looked at the differences between using a USB microphone compared to buying an audio interface and XLR mic instead, if you're having that debate with yourself. If you're new here, I post regular videos and content on home recording studio setup, particularly aimed at anyone just starting out with recording their voice or instrument. If that sounds like you, then do subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell if you want to be the first to get my home recording studio tips and tricks. And if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, post them below. I do read them all and it helps me decide what content to produce that will help you out. Okay, let's crack on and have a closer look. This Shure MV51 USB microphone is crafted to resemble the iconic Shure Model 51 Sonodyne. Back in the 50s, that was one of Shure's most popular all-round microphones and is now seen as a design classic. The MV51 is modelled on that mic and is a weighty object with a robust metal frame. It has a very distinctive grille and profile. It looks great, it feels great, and it's made by an iconic brand. So far so good. You'll see I am recording my voice through this microphone, so by the end of this video you'll have a good idea how it sounds in a typical home studio setup. I haven't got anything special here, it's just a home office with my recording equipment. I'm recording straight into my DAW and I'm not going to process the track in any way, so you can hear how it sounds on the flat unprocessed mode straight out of the box. What I'm going to do is focus on what makes the Shure MV51 different to the rest of the USB mics I've tested, then you can go and make comparisons via the link I've posted below. Let's start with connectivity. Out of the box you get the microphone, you get a USB cable and a lightning cable. Compatibility wise, it connects directly to Mac or PC via USB and to any iOS device with a lightning port. Many USB mics are USB only, so the addition of the lightning cable is excellent if you want to use it with your iPad or iPhone. It plugs and plays on your computer. On your iOS device, you install the Shure Motive app. You can then use that app to record and to control the mic, but it will also work in GarageBand, your video apps, etc. I've also tested it on my Android phone using an OTG adapter, and I understand you could use it on the current generation of iPads by using the correct Apple USB-C digital multi-port adapter, which I'll link to below, but I haven't tested this myself. I should point out that the included cables are only 1 meter in length, which is quite short. Right now I'm recording using a USB extension lead so that it can easily reach the back of my MacBook, and as you see, it is working fine. I'll just give you a quick demo with my mobile devices. So I have switched to my iPad Pro. It's the 2016 edition with lightning port, and what I'm doing is I'm standing about 150 centimeters or 5 foot away from the iPad, and I'm just using the built-in microphone at the moment. So what I'm going to do is switch to the Shure, which is placed next to the iPad. Okay, so same as before, I'm stood 1.5 meters, 5 foot away from the iPad, but this time I've got the Shure MV51 plugged in to pick up my voice. And as I say, it is next to the iPad, so at the same distance away, and I've got it on the speech mode. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it as far as I can with the cable. Remember, it's only a 1 meter cable with the microphone. Okay, so I've moved the mic much nearer. I've actually adjusted the gain on the mic because with it being so close to me, it doesn't need so much gain. I've still got it on the speech mode. As you can see, the audio is significantly enhanced over the built-in microphone on the iPad, so it would be perfect for your video making, podcasting, recording in GarageBand, great for Zoom, Skype, all those sort of software. Anywhere where you would use the mic, you could use this instead, and you'd get a great result. So I'm just going to switch very quickly to my Android phone so that you can see that it does work on multiple devices. Okay, so now I'm on my Android phone, it's a Motorola. I'm just recording this using the built-in microphone on the phone, so you can hear what the audio is like with that. I'm going to use the USB lead that comes with the microphone, and I've got an OTG adapter which will allow me to connect the two. I'm using Open Camera because that is an app that will allow me to use an external microphone. It doesn't work with just the built-in camera app. You do need a little app, but the Open Camera app is excellent. It doesn't cost anything to install. So let's see how it sounds. Okay, so I started up Open Camera, recording myself with the Shure microphone as for the audio source now. Hopefully you can see it's significantly better than just using the internal microphone on your phone. So with that OTG adapter and the USB lead, you've got a great way of enhancing the audio for your phone videos and any recording you want to do on your Android phone. Let's get into the details of the hardware. On the back of the mic, you have the connection port and also a headphone port for real-time monitoring. This will allow you to record yourself along with backing tracks and to hear yourself at the same time. On the front of the MV51, below the grille, you have this touch-sensitive panel of controls, backlit with LEDs. It's really nice and intuitive. You can adjust the level of the headphone, you get feedback with orange LEDs, and the gain of the mic, which is the green LEDs, right on the mic. A nice touch is you can mute the mic input. When you connect this mic, you'll want to use it as your sound input and output device, so it's really good if you can turn the mic off when you're not recording and just use the headphones for listening to your computer sounds and music. And now here is the thing that makes the Shure MV51 almost unique, apart from its iconic look. It is designed to be an all-rounder microphone with 5 recording presets. I'll just quickly cycle around these. If you want more detail, then follow the link to my full review, which contains full res recordings made with the microphone in the different modes. So the 5 recording options you can choose from are, if I just scroll through them. Okay, so this is the speech mode. Now I've put it into the singing mode, so you'd switch it to this if you were going to sing into it. It's got an acoustic instrument mode for things like acoustic guitar, and then it has got this loud mode so that if you wanted to record a band or an electric guitar amp. And finally, I'll put it back to where I've had it the rest of the time. It's the flat recording mode that I'm using right now. Now these different presets are using DSP, digital signal processing, within the mic to adjust EQ and compression. The idea is you can use this mic out of the box with oven-ready recording settings for various setups. So whatever it is you want to record, by changing the mode and experimenting with the microphone position, you should be able to get a really good result. All the way through this video, as I said, I've been recording myself using the flat mode, so there is no DSP being applied to the signal right now. You can use this mode, then apply any processing you want to afterwards in your DAW. Now, if you are a recording beginner, these different modes are going to be excellent for you. The idea is you should be able to get a good recording result without having to adjust the recording too much in your software. They'd also be good if you want to use the mic for live streaming. You get a good sound whether you wanted to podcast, play your guitar, sing, all those sort of things. If you were live streaming them with this microphone in the right setting, you wouldn't have to worry too much about the sound. It would adjust for it with the EQ and compression accordingly. Now the flat mode is good if you want to set your DAW up to process the sound yourself. Just to clear up potential confusion, the recording modes on this mic do not change the pickup pattern or the polar pattern. The polar pattern is fixed. The MV51 has a cardioid pattern which is directional, so the front of the mic is picking up the sound and not the rear of the mic. If you come behind the mic, you get less sound. Now, some USB microphones allow you to adjust the pickup pattern. For example, the Blue Yeti allows you to switch between the cardioid, like this, a figure of 8 pattern, omni pattern, and also it has a stereo mode. Now, Shure have taken a different approach here. The pickup pattern is constant. The modes change, the EQ and compression. I haven't tested another USB mic that uses DSP like this in the mic for recording scenarios, I think it's an excellent feature, especially as you have the option to turn it off on that flat mode. Now moving on to the technical spec, this is a large diaphragm condenser mic, so it's nice and sensitive with a wide frequency response. You have a choice between 2 sampling rates, and you also have the option to record at either 16-bit or 24-bit. Now the ability to record at 24-bit is excellent. It gives you more headroom when you're recording. Many USB mics are only 16-bit devices, so that is a feature that elevates this microphone above some of the competition. Now if we go back to the design, on the back of the MV51 there's a short leg with a rubberized foot, which very sturdily props the mic up at an angle. It's very solid, very adjustable. Now I've seen a few people moan about it being too low to use on your desk. Well, you can angle it up, but as it is low, you will at the very least probably want to raise it up on something to get it to a suitable height if you're going to use it on your desk and speak into it. Alternatively, you can unscrew the foot component and fasten it to any mic stand, whether it's desktop or boom stand as I've done here. Now I would certainly recommend using this mic with a microphone stand. The issue with having it on your desk, especially if you're doing voiceovers and maybe using your mouse or keyboard at the same time, is it will pick up the sound of every little bump or scrape on the desk or whatever you're using on it. So I'd always recommend using a stand. I'd also recommend using a pop filter with any large diaphragm condenser mic. If you like the look of the Shure MV51, and I do, then it looks completely different to anything else. I think this recording result is excellent, it's high quality, and there's very little background noise. I'll just pause for a minute. Now some USB mics are quite noisy with a constant background hiss. This Shure is among the best I've tested from that point of view. So let's have a quick summary. The pros of this mic: it's solid and robust, it's got an iconic design, it's got those different recording modes, it's multi-platform out of the box, you've got that 24-bit recording, it's low noise, high quality recording, it's got that nice mic mute feature. I like the control panel, I like the way it works. When you're setting it up, it's very easy and intuitive. But the cons, well, if you've got a newer USB-C iPad, you're going to require an adapter, which is not cheap, and the app does not have so much functionality, but I'm told it will work. The cables are a bit short, so you're probably going to need an extension cable of some kind. You may have a recording situation where you would prefer a different polar pattern. Well, you're not going to be able to adjust the polar pattern, it is what it is. And finally, it is a bit pricey. You pay a premium for the Shure brand and the build quality. I think it's worth the money, but you may decide there are cheaper alternative microphones that will do the recording job you want for less. In summary, the Shure MV51 is a versatile, do-everything mic for those who might need to record multiple types of sound sources. It's easy to use. It's like a high quality Swiss Army knife for your recording needs. I've absolutely loved trying it out, and if I were looking to purchase a USB mic, this would definitely be one of my top picks. Well, I hope you found this video review helpful. You can read more and compare this mic to the others I've tested by visiting my website and SoundCloud page. Links are below. If you like the video, like I say, give it a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, do post them below, and do subscribe if you want to get more of my home recording tips and tricks. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.